Hi, I'm Gareth Leonard,
And I'm Martin Gazarowski.
and we are presenting our finance project for Group J. Both Dallin Ray and David Scott also developed this project, but we decided 4 people talking would clutter the video.
Our site is a simple platform for users to research, buy, and sell investments. Our goal was to keep this iteration simple, focusing on structure and beginning to develop the functionality. In the future, the site will offer a fully customizable user experience for each type of investor. Casual investment site users tend to care more about the big picture. They want quick access to their overall account and the ability to transfer money in and out of their accounts. Day traders are basically the power users of investment sites. They spend hours on the site trading various stocks and other investment vehicles. Though they are interested in their account balance, making quick trades and getting information related to companies they are invested in as efficiently as possible is their main priority. Financial professionals often use investment sites as well, making trades for their employers. They need their own kind of access, often creating accounts within accounts for other employees with various levels of authority.
From here, we'll take you on a tour of our site. The user begins at the login screen. By default, successful login directs a user to their account activity page, but they can change that setting, and we'll have more on that later.
Tabs linking the main pages a user might visit are available on the left on all pages.
From this account activity page, the first thing a user sees is their accounts and balances. Below the balance summary is a widget to transfer balances in and out of the accounts. Finally, at the bottom, a user can request an official statement for any of their accounts. From this portfolio page, a user can view each of their investments, ranked by amount of money currently invested in the investments.
From each investment tab, the user can see how it's performing, invest additional funds, or sell shares, and a graphical representation of the investment's performance will be at the center of the tab.
Any news related to the company in question will automatically be fed into the box on the right. From the Browse Stocks page, a user can search for a company by ticker symbol, company name, or they can enter a market segment to see a list of companies of note. Below, the user can opt to keep an eye on the company without investing money by adding it to the stocks you're watching box.
To do this, they can drag the stock up from the previous search box below, or use a follow button that will be implemented in a stock profile page that we have yet to add to the site.
The profile page is where the user inputs all of their preferences. For iteration 1, we only have the default home screen setting. In our next iteration, things like email alerts and other site preferences will be added based on feedback we received from individuals in the banking industry.
Being a former investment banker for JP Morgan Chase and USAA, I have many contacts in the banking industry. I contacted an investment manager, a day trader, and a banker. To make my user base a little bit more broad, I wanted to get someone who has a retirement account but isn't formally educated in banking or investments. So I contacted a customer of mine from Chase who keeps calling me for advice even though I don't work there anymore. All 4 of them were able to give some feedback on what they would look for in an investment site worthy to be in the market. Predictably, the banker and the day trader wanted to customize every last aspect of the site and still have it run quickly. The investment manager wanted a more hands-off experience, only having it call his attention if it was actually needed. The customer said that she wanted it to tell her what to do in plain English without throwing in all the banking jargon that she didn't understand, like prospectus and APY.
One of our improvement options will be allowing the user to make their profile page a widget. Every tab will basically be concentrated on tiles in one page so that the user can move around. resize, or even remove into its own window to make the site look how they want.
If they don't have the fastest connection, or if they prefer to have a standard website structure, they can always revert back to the piecemeal version by going into their profile widget and deselecting one page view.
From our user feedback that took place in iteration 1, the main improvement points were focused on ease of use and time saving. Improvements in customizability will allow a user to tailor their interface to be exactly how they need it, with the information they need the most readily available. This easy access delivers on that time-saving requirement. Email notifications will also give users a greater connection with the information that is important to them, and that will allow them to make quick and informed decisions on their investments.
In our development process, we first created personas of casual investors, power users, and financial professionals. Here you can see our personas that we developed and consolidated into our website's Google Doc. The first persona is a customer. He's actually based on a customer that I had, but I changed a few details. He's just a basic user. He's just interested in the overall account status, how much money is in it, things like that. Here's our professional manager. He's the one that is more interested in getting the notifications for what's happening on his accounts, but he doesn't necessarily need to see all the details that someone that's actually trading is going to see. And then here is our investment banker that is turned day trader, which actually makes up a lot of people that use this kind of site. So he's the one that really does want the details, and he wants to be able to see all the things that he can that he can use to determine which stocks he should buy and when he should sell, things like that.
So from these personas, their goals, we developed our requirements that would drive our vision going forward. We tried to think of functionality that would meet those requirements, and you will notice elements from this that we actually implemented in our prototype. For example, the 4 tabs that were seen on each page of the site came directly from these personas.
This helped us determine what we think each user would want out of the website. We then constructed a basic whiteboard drawing of the site that not only gave us a basic frame of reference for how the site would work, it also made us very aware that Dallin is not an art major. From the whiteboard drawing, we created a basic frame for the site in pencil, which is our first iteration. Showing that iteration to our focus group gave us the ideas for the improvements that we will make. We will continue to focus on the function of the site. Making it pretty will be our last iteration.
So far in the project, we're right where we need to be. We've developed a solid first iteration and gotten some feedback from people who would actually use this kind of software that we're working on. Feedback that we have already started to use to develop further ideas on functionality, on user interface design. Some of our upcoming challenges include tidying up the looks of the site and learning more about how to use pencil and any feature limitations it might have. This challenge presents us with some risks that could prevent us from delivering on our final prototype that has all of the features and the functionality that we had originally envisioned.
Now we will start working on implementing the changes our focus group suggested. Thank you.